It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington football team. Dances by him. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Heineke. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here comes Rager. He's still on his feet. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Heineke. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. Being chased out left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. He'll have another 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Play action now. Here's Heineke. Buying time to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Heineke now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Maddox.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, back to Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Check 26, check 26, check 31.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 15 now, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Fitzpatrick. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. He'll buy some time right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw, Heineke. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Heineke with a 3rd and goal. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts, rolling to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 2nd down and 4, Hurts steps away to his left, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Where we go? 72. Oh, you got deep? Back to the
They run the counter. Scott, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Heineke to throw it. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's McKissick.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now back to throw. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the 1st, but he only makes it to the 34. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Dancing to his left.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off, and with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up. Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Heineke.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, Scott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Scott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rager catches it left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And it's no good. Elliott pulled it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. They got the football via the interception on that last drive, and he almost gave it right back to the opposition the same way.
Certainly looks like they've got a pretty good bead on what they're trying to do on offense. The receivers are being locked down. Hard to find places to fit the football.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A carry now for McKissick. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second and 8. Now Fitzpatrick sliding out of the pocket. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Fitzpatrick. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught. It's Rager. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Flush to his right. Finding Samuel. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier